Welcome back to Double A Betting, episode 11, man. Jesus Christ, bro. Time
Yeah.
flies. We are over 110 games into the season.
Yes, sir. It's a lot of fun. We're kind of getting down to the nitty gritty here as the, last like month and a half here. So it's kind of fun to see how the races are coming along. And, the Cubs are hot, and then you get teams like your Diamondbacks are ice cold. And
Hey, we are
it's,
on a two-game win streak. Shut up, and we are
yeah,
gonna be on, and we are gonna be on number three as we are up on the Colorado Rockies 2-0 right now.
yeah, a lucky draw of a series here right now. Good timing for the Diamondbacks playing a bad Rockies team.
Yes, sir. All right. Um, let's get into it this week for our picks.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about what we have for today. Um, Today I picked the Rangers run line. It was Max Scherzer going up against Patrick Sandoval. I
Right
believe
now, it
the
looks
Rangers
great.
are winning right now. And then I picked
5-0 right
Wilson
now.
Contreras, who's been like one of the best hitters. I believe the best hitter in Major League Baseball since the All-Star break. Wilson Contreras, catcher for the Cardinals. I picked him to get a hit against JP Sears of the Athletics.
He does have a hit. He's one for
All
one with
right,
the walk.
sweet. Yep, and the Rangers are leading 5-0, so that run line pick looks really good.
Yeah, man, could go 2 for 2 today as of right now. And right now, I am currently well, assuming that the run line keeps it at itself. I am 1 out of 2 away. Right now, Arizona two to up 2-0 on Colorado in the top of the fifth. So, hoping that run line holds up and we can hit like a call it even there, and then eventually Lourdes Gurriel Jr. red hot, the most red hot hitter right now on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Is he'll be coming up to bat in a couple more hitters, so he will be coming up for his third time. And so far today, every time up, he has made contact. So that's a pretty good that's a pretty good sign for me, especially in Coors Field in Colorado where that ball just flies.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit easier to make contact in Colorado since the ball moves a little bit less than typical, but it's interesting to see that I was looking at the Diamondbacks lineup today. Corbin Carroll batting leadoff now. They're kind of moving around some pieces with the offense kind of struggling. Him and Ketel Marte have kind of cooled off a little bit since the All-Star break.
Yeah, no, actually, a big move for us was dropping uh Geraldo Perdomo down to the nine spot, which actually I kind of like like because it um because it it gives us contact hitting down there at the bottom of the order with Gabby Moreno coming back on the roster already, and he'll be batting 7 through 8. So I like the bottom of our order now that Gabby Moreno is finally back from injury, and Perdomo has moved all the way down to the final spot of the order. Corbin Carroll, fantastic plate discipline, a great base runner, perfect, perfect, perfect for that leadoff spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, good points. I mean, Perdomo's got a really good eye at the plate for a young hitter. Had a really lucky first half of the season, so I like that they moved him down because that's where I believe he's a bottom of the order type hitter. But he'll give you some quality at bats. He's not going to give you, he's not really going to strike out a lot. And he's if a pitcher's not going to throw strikes, he'll gladly take his walk. So he's a
Although Perdomo showing some pop last night, did hit a homer yesterday. So
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Let's move it on to the rest of the week starting tomorrow, Tuesday. What
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
gonna
for tomorrow?
Yeah, I got the team right here on the cap here. The team that leads the National League West, the perennial powerhouse, probably the best organization in all of baseball, the Dodgers run line. It's going to be Dodgers hosting the Brewers here for a 3-game set. Bobby Miller, rookie pitcher with great stuff for the Dodgers, going up against Adrian Hauser, who once threw up on the mound or behind the mound in a pitching appearance for the Brewers. Bobby Miller, man, he's not only does he have great stuff, the numbers back it up. I mean, he gets a lot of swings and misses. He's limiting hard contact. He throws strikes. He had a really, really good start to his career early on. Like he had a stretch, I think it was 4 or 5 starts in a row to start his big league career where he gave up, I think, like no runs or 1 run or something like that. Ran into some trouble, but he's kind of recovered for the past few starts. He's just got great stuff in that Brewers lineup. I went to the game, Brewers at the White Sox on Sunday. That lineup is not very good. The Brewers are going to be playing a lot of close games the rest of the way. And that Dodgers lineup with Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman having, two of the best like Ruth and Garrett type seasons this year with just the dynamic duo, and you got all these other excellent players like Jason Hayward and Max Muncy hits the ball to the ballpark, and don't forget about Will Smith behind the plate. So I'm going with the Dodgers run line on Tuesday night, and I'm also going to take Freddie Freeman, who I just mentioned, to get a hit off of Adrian Hauser. That's just a great matchup. He'll come up to the plate at least 4 or 5 times on Tuesday. He's going to have plenty of opportunities to grab a base hit.
Dodgers to be a first or second round playoff exit, in my opinion. Um, Braves are
The-
just too much. I do not see anybody getting past the Braves.
I do think with the Braves, I think they lack in pitching. I think if you actually look at the National League altogether, pitching is kind of, I think, the Dodgers, there's pitching questions. Is Kershaw going to be healthy? He's also had a history of not being the ace type pitcher that you want him to be in October. Bobby Miller's a rookie.
Yeah,
Arias
like
has had kind of a little bit of a bumpy year, injured list, some rocky starts as well. So, the Dodgers don't have the greatest starting pitching. And then you look at the Braves too. Kyle Wright, Max Fried have been on the injured list. Spencer Strider, yeah, he's got great swing and miss stuff, but he gives up the tater ball, the gopher ball a lot. So, I don't know. I think both of those teams, who are probably the two favorites in the National League, they don't have that starting pitching that I think you would imagine that they would um, going into October.
we will see indeed. But fuck. Montero just homered for the Rockies. 1 run though. That's it.
Yeah,
But
that doesn't
we'll
really hurt.
yeah, but anyway. Um so for me tomorrow, I got the Tigers run line in a little AL Central matchup with the Twinkies. So um we got Bailey Ober going against Fido tomorrow on the mound, Alex Fido and Earth Ado. And the Tigers are just owned Ober, man, overall career wise. And like that's just like such like a like lopsided matchup looking at it, like like stats and stuff analytically for me. And um for that like for that uh for for that reason I got the Tigers run line tomorrow, assuming that they are unfavored against the Twins. And then for my pick to hit tomorrow, taking big power bat in Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle against the Padres tomorrow. And man, has Ryan Mountcastle been so hot ever since the like All-Star break slash trade deadline. And man, he has proven to be freaking lethal hitter on that um lethal hitter on that fantastic Baltimore roster. So Ryan Mountcastle to get a hit Tuesday as well.
Going back on Bailey Ober, I think he's had a sneaky good year. Like he's not getting the recognition I think he deserves. He's kind of solidified himself as a solid big league pitcher this year. He throws a lot of strikes. He gets lots of chases, lots of swings and misses. I did check in. He said that the Tigers have crushed him in his career. He has a shoot, as the website moves up on me automatically. Baseball Reference does that sometimes. 5.70 ERA career against the Tigers in 6 starts. He's allowed 40 hits, 20 runs in 30 innings. So yeah,
Yeah,
the Tigers have kind of seen him well. Now they have had a little bit of a different roster year over year just because they're in that rebuilding phase. But um, yeah, I mean, well to see. I think the Tigers definitely can get an upset here or there throughout the week.
yep.
All right, moving into Wednesday, I'm gonna go against one of my favorite teams, the New York Mets. I'm gonna pick the Pittsburgh Pirates money line on Wednesday. It's gonna be Johan Oviedo, who's been this sneaky good pitcher this year. I saw a tweet recently where he's had, I believe it was like 10 scoreless appearances this season. I mean, that's amazing. I think of like 6 innings or more. I mean, he's had like these great starts and then these just really bad starts. So you hope to get the best of him because if you don't, it's going to be tough to pick up the win. And he's going up against Tyler McGill, the New York Mets. He's a competent pitcher. He's kind of more of a depth piece. And with the Mets right now, I mean, they're playing. I mean, me and you might be able to slot in that lineup and look like we're a big
Yeah,
league player for the Mets right now.
fucking
Man, they're
rake.
throwing up all these quadruple A players are playing for the Mets right now. So I think the Pirates, Brian Hayes is back. They got
Brian
Kutch.
Hayes is hot. He's not just back. He's hot.
Yeah, I mean they kind of got Pirates right now. They're kind of figuring out exactly who's going to be part of the future for this team when they hopefully can put the next playoff Pirate team in Pittsburgh. So I kind of just like the Pirates right now better than the Mets. The Mets kind of had this bad mojo because they're kind of giving up on the season. So I'm going to take the Pirates money line. And then although I'm going against the New York Mets, I am going to take Brandon Nimmo, leadoff hitter for the Mets, who actually hit a homer today. Oppo shot against the Pirates against Beto for the Pirates. So I'm gonna take Nimmo, who's a nice pick since he's a leadoff hitter. He's gonna get plenty of chances in that favorable lefty-righty matchup for him.
All right. Yes, sir. But anyway, okay, so first of all, recognize, please, do not hate on him. Merrill Kelly is fucking good, man. 10 Ks today through five. Fucking baller. But anyway, um,
Where
Wednesday for
where was that in March?
what do you mean where was that in March? Oh, in the World Baseball Classic, who the fuck cares? It's not for the team, it's for the country.
It matters. That matters
And
even more, man.
watch it, hey man, watch him go off in the playoffs this year. I'm confident that
What
we
playoffs? The
will.
D-backs aren't gonna make it.
We're making the wild card. I know we are. The Reds have been slumping, and the Miami Marlins, although have picked up two
Yeah, but
wins,
the
but
Cubs, man,
they're
the Cubs
slumping
have
as well.
Cubs have the third spot, and I think the Cubs are just a better team than the
Yeah,
D-backs.
but see, I think the Cubs have worse pitching than we do overall, and that's kind of
I mean, I like Gallon, and then after that, it's
Gallen,
bumpy.
Kelly, Brandon Pfaadt has been so good ever since that trade deadline All-Star break, man. He's been rolling. And then also Slade Sassoni, remember that name. He's gonna be an integral part of that playoff push. Um and yeah, and also we have also upgraded our pen with Paul Sewald, one of the best closers in the game, one with Ginkgo Castro and God, who's the setup guy? Um
McCuff.
No, not McCuff. Let me hold on. I'm just gonna look at the roster really quickly. Give me a second. Diamondbacks.
Skrzlewski.
Shit. Wait, who am I missing? And Gall. And Gall. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so I think that we have a legitimate shot at the second or third wild card spot. But anyway, going back to my Wednesday picks. Wednesday, I am taking one of the Diamondbacks rivals, the Dodgers run line Wednesday against the Milwaukee Brewers. I believe they got Wade Miley going against the Bobby Miller or Lance Lynn.
It's
Um,
neither actually,
oh shit,
as far as I'm aware.
Friday, who's going for the Dodgers Wednesday. But anyway, I got the Los Angeles Dodgers winning. I think that overall the Milwaukee Brewers really like struggle against their opponents in the National League West, playing like under 500 baseball. And with the Los Angeles Dodgers, I will admit, are a really good team overall, offensively and pitching, and also defensively. They have um they have like resurrected some careers, as you mentioned, and Jason Hayward and like everybody else, Ahmed Rosario. And yeah, so I am taking the Los Angeles I'm taking the Los Angeles Dodgers run line Wednesday. And
Apparently,
then
you forgot about number 22, Clayton Kershaw. That's the guy that's going for the Dodgers
dude,
on Wednesday.
that was okay. That was actually going to be my my next like guess for like who's pitching. But anyway, and then for my hit pick, I got Jose Altuve Wednesday against the Miami Marlins. Ever since coming back from the injury, man, Altuve has been himself. He's been way better than himself. I believe he's on to a 320 average on the year with like over 850 OPS, and you know, he finds you know he makes contact. He doesn't strike out. He has a fantastic play discipline. Wednesday against Miami, you know he will find some way to get a hit and get on base. So my pick to hit Wednesday is Jose Altuve, the Houston Astros. And then I believe I have a home run pick for my team that day too at Coors Field, home run central. I got Big Daddy Christian Walker, and man, Christian Walker, bro, it is time for him to get back on that power surge. He has like taken like a few weeks, a month off, but it's time, man. It's time for that playoff push, and I believe that this is the perfect pitching this is like the perfect pitching matchup too for Christian Walker to uh do it. Left-hander, um, left-hander Gomber pitching for the Colorado Rockies on Wednesday at Coors, and that just that gets me like, oh my god, man, I really believe like Christian Walker is going to just dispense one past freaking CJ Chrome, feet out there and fucking left field onto the concourse at Coors. But Christian Walker to homer Wednesday is my home run pick of the week.
Yeah, anytime you pick someone from Coors Field, I mean, you feel pretty good about it. All right, moving into Thursday. So I went against the Mets on Wednesday. I'm gonna take the Mets run line on Thursday. It's gonna be Jose Quintana, who's I think he's got like a 0-3 record. But he's pitched really well. His ERA is, I think, somewhere in the low threes. He's putting up like quality start after quality start. The Mets obviously not supporting him. Familiar for the Mets is they're used to it. Remember Jacob deGrom, who had like what, like 10 win like he didn't even have 10 wins that one year when he had like a ERA under two. So this is kind of a Mets thing. But hey, the reason why I'm taking the Mets run line is they're going up against a guy who Father Time has put a sword into, Adam Wainwright, who honestly I think the only reason he's still pitching is because the Cardinals season has been a disaster. Otherwise, he would have been long gone a long time ago. And speaking of the Mets, I'm gonna go with Francisco Lindor to get a home run off of Adam Wainwright. I like that lefty-righty matchup. Lindor's batting, typically third or fourth in the Mets. I just really like that matchup against Wainwright, who's, you know, he's not good anymore, and unfortunately, he tried to stick it out, but he should have went off into the sun with his former teammates Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols. And actually, a good segue here. I'm gonna take for my hit pick on Thursday. I'm gonna take former Cardinal outfielder, yet another guy that the Cardinals let go, who's found a lot of success elsewhere. Lane Thomas having a really nice breakout year for the Washington Nationals, playing corner outfield for them. Nice matchup against Chris Sale, who As he's not really an ace caliber pitcher anymore for the Red Sox, but he's still, he's a decent guy. He'll, eat up innings when he's on the mound when he's healthy. But I really like that Lane Thomas, kind of got snubbed from the All-Star game, you could argue.
What do you mean Wainwright isn't good? He has the singing voice of an angel, bro. Jeez, man. Don't even forget
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But anyway, while actually we were talking, Diamondbacks now up 4-1 on the Rockies. The Christian Walker bomb came 2 days early as well. Two-run bomb,
Yeah.
along with a Lourdes Gurriel hit. Man, he is
Boo.
he is so good, and you hate him, bro. Oh my god, he
He's
is he's my favorite player in all of baseball. Like I love
oh
Gurriel.
no.
He's on my wallpaper now.
I mean, I don't like. I'm not like a fan of Lourdes. I'm not like a hater. I just think he's an okay player.
Game tying pinch hit home run against the Padres yesterday. And if he didn't hit that, we would have probably
I'll
lost.
give you this. I'll give you this. He's better than Andrew Benintendi.
That's not anything, but all
Yeah.
right. Okay, no respect once again. But anyway, let's go on to Thursday. Well, actually, for me, Thursday, I got the Red Sox money line against the Washington Nationals. So we got two Southpaws taking the mound, and former White Sox Chris Sale and veteran Patrick Corbin, longtime veteran Patrick Corbin, and with this like right-handed like power like Boston Red Sox lineup, man, it would man like I feel like this is gonna be a pretty like lopsided matchup. I'm actually surprised why I did not choose to take the Red Sox run line in this matchup, but I do think the Red Sox are going to get the job done in Washington on Thursday. So Red Sox money line on Thursday for me. And then for my hit pick Thursday, I got I got a former Met for a short period of time, Mark Canha against the LA Dodgers and Lance Lynn. And man has kind of seen Lance Lynn well in his career, playing for like, Oakland long time. Back when I believe Lance Lynn was at Texas with the like, Rangers, and he's just like, he has he had he has like seen him pretty much every year all the time. So I'm going with the Mark Canha hit Thursday against Lance Lynn and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
All right, into the weekend we go. I'm gonna take a guy who is coming off as good of a start as you could possibly have, basically in the major leagues. Michael Lorenzen, who when he last pitched, threw a no-hitter in Philadelphia against the Nationals. It was his first start in Philadelphia for the Phillies. Lorenzen has been really good. He was kind of a guy who, earlier on this year, he made the All-Star team and he was confused. He thought like he was going to get traded when he was pulled into the coach's office when he became an All-Star, but he really has pitched like an All-Star since. In just two starts with the Phillies, he's allowed just 2 runs in 17 innings, 6 hits. His last couple starts with the Tigers are really impressive as well. And he threw that start, I believe it was Tuesday of last week. So this is going to be Friday of this upcoming week here. So he got extra rest because he threw 122 pitches in that no hitter. He's going up against the same team he threw the no hitter against, the Washington Nationals, this time in our nation's capital. I've always been a fan of Lorenzen because he used to be a two-way guy, right? He would be, they'd bring him in for relief, and then they wouldn't be afraid to, back when the National League had pitchers hit, they wouldn't be afraid to bring him in wherever the pitcher spot was in the batting order,
He
and
used to be a
he could pitch
shortstop in college
he could
too.
pitch multiple innings, and he wouldn't mind if he came up to the plate because he's a competent hitter. And I think he made like 6 starts in center field in like 2019 or something like that. So I mean, he's just a really impressive athlete, and he's rivaling Yandy Diaz for the biggest biceps in all of baseball. I mean, he's got guns on him. Uh, and I'm actually so far, and let me work my way into the hit pick for the week. or for his pick for Friday. I'm gonna take a guy. I believe he took this guy last week. It might have been 2 weeks ago. Michael
Yeah,
Harris
this
the
was
second.
recently.
And man, he has been just as good as he has been, or just as good as he was last year when he won Rookie of the Year. Like if you throw out that April/May, where he was kind of injured and had a really slow start, he has been phenomenal. I saw today he's batting second, the highest he's hit all season. Um, he he's just a really good baseball player, and looking at his baseball savant page and seeing, he's hitting the ball hard. He plays excellent defense. He runs well. He's just a really dynamic player, and I think he's going to be a multi-time All-Star during his career. He's a really fun player. He's only, I think, 22 as well, or 23.
Yeah, man, for sure. He has a bright future indeed. And so for me, Friday to start off my weekend, I am going with pretty the with a pretty huge with a pretty huge division battle caliber matchup to start off my weekend. I'm going with the Seattle Mariners. The Seattle Mariners run line unfavored against the Houston Astros on Friday. The Mariners, as we all know, are probably the hottest team in all of baseball right now. Going from like a 500, one game under, one game over 500 team to like a team 10 games over 500, the actually battling for the battling for the division now, even not even just the wild card, the whole division as a whole. It's getting up there for anyway. I just believe that, man, Seattle in Houston will be hitting the ball out of that park, man. Dominic Canzone, my former Arizona Diamondback, has been, man, that fucking bat flip yesterday might have been the coldest bat flip all year, bro. That was incredible to see, and I was just like,
I'll have to look
I
that
was
up.
so happy. But anyway, the Seattle Mariners have a whole lot of power bats on that team in Houston, a small ballpark, left field, right field, and I just believe that the Seattle Mariners advantage of their will take advantage um of their power bats on Friday in all ways of the field. So give me the Seattle Mariners run line on Friday night. And then my pick to hit comes early on Friday, the first game, I believe, in the whole day Friday, and that is the Chicago Cubs. You know the you know that the Cubs are always the freaking earliest game on Friday, every Friday. So
Yeah,
I'm
if it's at Wrigley.
going straight to Wrigley for this one. Cubs against KC, and I am taking Cody Bellinger as my pick to hit Friday. Cody has had a great year, man, and it's a good thing that the Cubs did not trade him, or else they would probably be out of the playoff race, maybe even. But it's just that Cody Bellinger, man, against a struggling team in KC. Although, like right now they're kind of getting it done a little bit, but man, that KC pitching starting to bullpen is really questionable, and I think that Cody Bellinger will be taking advantage of that early on Friday. So give me that Cody Bellinger pick to hit Friday.
Yeah, dude, I just looked at the Dominic Canzone bat flip. That had some mustard on it, man. That looked really sweet. I actually saw Canzone play for when I went to see the Sacramento River Cats. They were playing the Reno Aces were in town to play them, and he was with the D-backs Triple A team at the time before he was a major leaguer. So I remember that name. That sticks out. He
Also,
was playing right field with really good numbers.
Also, quick shout out to Jordan Lawler getting promoted one step away
Yes, I
from the
saw that.
big leagues. And yeah, oh my God, is it going to be great in a few months to 1 year?
Yeah, well, he's one of the best prospects in the game for sure.
Number 10 overall by MLB Pipeline.
Yeah. All right. Going to the Padres for Saturday. I'm taking the Padres run line against your Diamondbacks. You Darvish,
Boo!
against
Whoa.
a guy who is maybe my least favorite starting pitcher in the game, Mr. Mid, Mr. Mid, Merrill Kelly, for the Diamondbacks. Man, I'll never get over Merrill Kelly's performance in the World Baseball Classic in 2023. I was looking at his Savant page to see he's kind of just a mediocre pitcher. If you look at his metrics, his ability to get swings and misses and chases and hard hit rate, limiting hard hit rate and throwing strikes. It's just everything across the board is pretty mid. And Darvish is not that elite ace like he used to be when he was with Texas or that one really good year he had with the Chicago Cubs. But Darvish is still a good pitcher, and this Padres team, they're going to be firing and ready to go. I mean, obviously, they had a nice stretch before the All-Star break. We were like, okay, here comes the Padres, here they come. And then right now they're kind of like in quicksand right now. They're kind of stuck. But I think the Padres are going to figure it out this week. And that's I'm doubling down on the Padres on Saturday. Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the most electrifying players in the game. Had that PD scandal, which has kind of put up a bit of a. It's kind of tainted him a little bit in terms of, man, all you saw was Fernando Tatis Jr. everywhere. He was the most promoted player in the game, no doubt about it. Before that PED and now with the PED, the injuries that he's had, he's not talked about. Man, he is still really really good.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. But I do not like those Padre picks at all. And you know what? Saturday night, I will be giving you shit all night. The Arizona Diamondbacks come out victorious. You will already know when that time comes. Um, anyway, so for me, I got the Tampa Bay Rays money line Saturday against uh we got them going against the Los Angeles Angels in Anaheim. And man, this one was not that hard for me. You got the Los Angeles Angels, a team who is on and off a lot when it comes to offensively. I'm not even talking about like pitching here, because pitching is, oh my god, pitching, especially that Los Angeles bullpen, is not good. And we got Tampa, and I believe they will be sending out maybe Aaron Savali Saturday.
It
Um,
should right now. It looks like it's going to be a battle of Tylers, Tyler Anderson versus Tyler Glasnow.
okay, and man, like, do I freaking love Tyler Glass now over Tyler Anderson in that situation? Lefty contact pitcher against a righty, strikeout, pure, like, strikeout pitcher. And that's why I will be taking Tampa against the Los Angeles Angels Saturday. Randy Rosarena will go yard, I believe, as well, even though I do not have that as a home run pick, but it was up there for me. But anyway, Tampa Bay money line on Saturday. And then my pick to hit Saturday comes all the way East Coast, Truist Park, Truist Field. Um, Primetime matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. And I got Matt Olson as my pick to hit Saturday against the San Francisco Giants. Um, the Giants are kind of a weird team when it comes to pitching because other than Logan Webb, Alex Cobb, and am I missing a good starting pitcher or no? Um,
Eh, I don't think
uh,
so. Alex
yeah,
Wood's just all right.
yeah, no, I mean, like, basically, like, other than like Logan Webb and I believe Alex Cobb, it's like a bullpen game for them, basically. Every game almost, besides Cobb and Webb. Um and
Cobweb.
if Cobb or Webb aren't pitching on Saturday, man, do I even like that pick to hit even more. Matt Olson will get plenty of chances adding number 4, as I assume, and he will be my pick to hit Saturday night at Truist. Prime time. Matt Olson picked a hit.
Yeah, Matt Olson taking
Overtook
the
Otani.
taking the lead, yeah, over Otani. He's on pace for 60 home runs. He's a big time player. I think I picked him preseason. I'll have to take a look. I believe I picked him to lead the National League in home runs. So that looks like a really good choice for me. All right, into the last day of the week, next Sunday. Astros Mariners. I was looking at him like that's going to be a really good matchup. It's going to be a really good series. It's going to be It should be Framber Valdez for the Astros, Logan Gilbert for the Mariners. I wanted to take the Mariners so bad, but I'm like, I can't go against Framber. I can't go against that offense for the Astros, who's relatively healthy. So I want to take the Astros money line uh, on Sunday. Framber Valdez, I think if you look at his baseball savant page, he gives up a lot of hard contact. He's not really a big strikeout guy, but he gets ground balls. And when it's kind of hard those are the type of guys that like they're not valued as much as they should be in the game. But Valdez he gets the job done. He eats up innings, quality innings too. So I'm gonna take Astros money line. And then Sunday, I'm going to take Team Mexico fourth outfielder Jarren Duran to
Oh,
pick up a
Jaron.
base hit. He's had a really nice
Big
breakout
bicep
year.
Jaron.
Yes, got the biceps. He's got the nice tattoos. Plays at Fenway Park. He's got a great life going for him against the New York Yankees on Sunday in the Bronx against Clark Schmidt, who's also having a nice breakout year for the Yankees. Two guys who've been up and down and had cheeky starts to their careers in the big leagues, but this year both of those guys are kind of finding each other. But I'm gonna pick Duran to get the base knock or two on Sunday.
All right, bet. Um, for me on Sunday, I got a pretty obvious for sure run line to hit. Or Orioles run line Sunday against the Oakland Athletics at the Coliseum. There really isn't too much to say about this. You got the second best team in all of baseball going against the worst team in baseball. Um, in a park where their like home crowd max occupancy is like less than like 5,000 people in a big city stadium market. And that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. Orioles run line on Sunday. And then my pick to hit, it will be Corey Seager against the Milwaukee Brewers at Texas, I believe, um, in Arlington. Corey Seager has been so good this year, man. Even though he's been hurt about half the year, maybe, but like he has been great ever since coming back. Corey Seager has proven to us all health is definitely gone. It's not like a issue for him anymore, and he is ready and locked in for October. So I'm going Corey Seager as my pick to hit on Sunday for the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, before we get going here, I gotta say I'm a big Corey Seager guy. I think he doesn't get talked about enough. I think he's a great player. He's probably a top 20 player in the game. He's a superstar for sure. I think he just doesn't get the love he deserves because he's not really a flashy guy. He just shows up, gets the job done, leads by example.
Yes. All right. That is episode 11 of Double A. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe to us. We would like absolutely love this. We would absolutely love this support from everyone. And Andrew, I will see you Saturday in person.
Yeah, we'll see each other on Saturday night, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, everyone. We'll see
Big
you
games,
next time.
baby. See you.